So this is my first video about WebSphere installation 7.0. So the session objective goes like this: the application server installation of 7 through GUI and the overview of a response file while using silent installation and your IHS installation with goes the uninstallation as well. So the installation overview is something like we will be going through the full installation of 7 and how we are going to do through GUI and response file. We are going to see the different loggings details available and the installer details. So the prerequisite goes like this: the operating system check need to be done, so the downloaded dump should match your 32-bit or 64-bit version. Disk space and user which you are going to install should be admin user. So the non-root user is what actually who doesn't have the admin rights, who can install it using the silent installation as provided or as shown, so which has some limitations. So the installation specifies the default paths that which were mentioned for different operating systems for a root user and a non-root user. So here this installation goes on Windows mode, so we are going to have our customized path for installation. So the installation steps follows in three ways. One is the graphical user interface, which we are going to do now on Windows, and second one silent mode, just an overview will be seen. The command line or command mode, which will be done only in Unix based systems or Linux based. So the GUI installation as follows: we have this launchpad.sh or launchpad.bat provided with your dump or software. So on clicking the launchpad, it will be showing a simple HTML file which will be having all the different sorts of products related to IBM, like WebSphere plugins, web servers, WebSphere application server, ND, and many more. So here we are going to use the application server network deployment. The first screen goes like this, which requires you to run this by clicking OK for your security warning, since it's a Windows. And the second one is something like which shows you that proceeding to the next level of wizard. So the third wizard will be showing whether you accept the license or not, which follows by the fourth wizard, which shows you the any prerequisite fails. So since we are seeing a warning which can be ignored, and the fifth one is the major, which requires the home directory details, and sixth one shows you whether to proceed with the installation and as well as cell configuration or profile configuration or not. The seventh one shows you the CIS, centralized installation repository, and eighth is the summary. And you can see the ninth and 10th ones wizards, which shows you the process, and finally the 10th slide shows you the success of the installation of your application server. So silent installation follows like this: you need to provide the command install and followed by hyphen options flag, which should be provided with the response file, and then hyphen silent, so which will be executed. So once this is done, the verification part is done something like you need to go to the home directory of your installed path, and then under bin directory you have the version info.bat, which can be run and verified. We will be going through a simple response file overview for a silent installation. What are required to provide as inputs for your silent installation response file. So you can see the first box shows the basic level of inputs, and the second box shows you that if you select a configuration part as well, you need to provide those details. So next comes to the HTTP server installation. It is the same way, the same sort of wizard will be followed likewise for the application server network deployment. So where you need to again launch the launchpad.sh, and again you need to click on the HTTP server, and you need to make sure the HTTP server is available at the same path where is your launchpad.sh is being. So the first screen goes something like, since it's a Windows, you need to check the security one and click on run, and then second goes the welcome wizard, then the acceptance of your license, which was followed by the fourth wizard of system check, and then the fifth wizard where you need to provide the default installation directory. And the sixth one follows with the port numbers, default ports 80 and 8008, which is for an HTTP admin port. We can leave it default, no need to change it. And the seventh one, since this is an Windows, it asks you to provide as a run as Windows service, so you can ignore it. The eighth one follows as the uh, creation of your plugin. So the 10th shows the summary, and 11th finally shows you the success details of your installed IHS, that is IBM HTTP server. So here only we have installed the IBM HTTP server, nothing has been created. So where we need to verify these log details once the installation is being done. So we have default path for your WebSphere application server as well as your IHS, so that is IBM HTTP server. So the default logs as follows. So you can see the different customized available codes: inst-conf success, inst-conf partial success, inst-conf failed, which will be shown in your logs once your installation is being done. So the profile creation logs and application level detail logs has been displayed over the screens. So by default, where the logs will be created has been given. A simple problem definition is where you can see or you can determine on the success code that which you have received in your logs. So inst conf success, then no need to worry about anything. Any configuration failed or any partial success. So then the uninstallation as follows. The uninstallation part was very simple, so we don't have multiple wizards to follow, but there is only one prerequisite that which we need to verify is while uninstallation, any profile creation that has been done that has to be deleted first or uninstall profile first, then we need to. While invoking this uninstall.exe, automatically it deletes. So thanks for the viewing this video. It was a simple and fast learning what we have done. Installation of 7, overview of a response file, IBM HTTP server installation, and logs details, uninstallation process. Thanks a lot.